Okay, my Rabbi Sai, Acharai. Welcome to another Tuesday night shiur. Last week we did not record it.
Big turnout today.
We had a smaller crowd, and so we decided to do something more intimate, one-on-one. It was more than one-on-one. It was one-on-couple, but they said let's not record it. I said okay.
Rabbi, if you just say a name, this
Amen.
baby is in, he's like 2 years old and he's
Flash
on a
Lema.
baby. Hillel, Michael,
Hillel,
Ben,
Michael, Ben,
or Bracha.
or Abracha.
Full sling.
Flash Lema. Okay, we're 2 weeks before Purim. Had Purim. I want to get into a couple things, couple details. Parashat Pikudei. Last week was Vayakel, which was also Parashat Shkalim. Where to start? Before I start, I always like to say, do you have any questions? Anything besides dating? I'm not doing a dating series, but I think I'm doing something else instead.
What is that something else?
Set up for it?
That something else is a pre-dating series. It's not even a series, it's gonna be most probably 2 classes. What I have to do before I start dating, and slash
40 days.
how come after listening to everyone's dating series, can I still not get married? Well, what's my minus? And that's exactly what I'm gonna tackle. And hopefully we can do that after Purim, because I get billion phone calls and text messages a day regarding this, and I realize that most of these people, they're not even dating. They're dating, but they're not dating. You know, they're too, whatever.
Comfortable.
No, it's more than that, but the other things. Okay.
Alright, I have a question.
Yes, what's the
Did
question?
you speak to remember you were talking about like for your hair, the mikubal or something?
No, I didn't speak to Mikubal.
He was trying to do it around Darim.
I have a question actually.
I'm not talking to Mikubalim.
No, I'm saying
I don't believe in these stuff, but okay.
No, I'm saying whatever he said.
Yeah, what about it?
How's it going?
It's going well. What's the question? I don't hear a question.
No.
He's saying, why haven't you cut your hair yet?
Just say that.
I know, why are you
Why
in a loop?
Very soon, very soon.
Rabbi, I have a serious question.
Small holiday.
Why when people are married, they always think about like a man has a hard time with staying with one girl, loyal. He always
not
wants. Yeah, what do you mean, Rabbi?
Because he fools around with other girls.
Yeah, I'm saying, how do
It's
you?
not
what do
true.
you
It's
do?
not
Because
true.
you
It's
have-
not true.
Rabbi, we're
It's
just
not true. It's not true. It's only the men that are married that you know that talk about other women. That's why you're saying that. But it's not true. Men that are married don't say that. Only the ones that are unsatisfied, because they're not unsatisfied because of her. They're unsatisfied because of themselves.
Oh, why? Now, how do you change that? What do you
Because
do?
they don't know how to be husbands.
So what do you? Do
I'm not gonna get into that. This is not a marriage or a
It's not
chatan
marriage, It's
thing.
not dating. This is normal.
It's not dating. You're saying it's not dating, so I answer it. Men don't know how to be husbands, and women don't know how to be wives. But that's beside the point. When you know what a husband is and what a wife is, even though this is really my specialty, I don't talk about it in public because people, how you say, get too sensitive and you start crying. Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. And the answer is, I'm not hurting your feelings, you're hurting your own feelings, because marriage has to be the most beautiful thing, and then it's a chaval, and it's so sad when people get married and they are suffering. I just want to note that I'm not wearing this. I left it in the camera purposely because I cannot live without it, you can say, right?
I thought because the weather got warmer, you know.
As I do it warmer, I still have my pins. And I just put on the side for now, you know? But okay, the answer is people don't know how to be married. They don't know what marriage is. People don't know what marriage is. People think marriage is just give me, everything is conditioned. That's what people assume what life is, and it's not true. That's not life. That is called a concept called yesh, only me, and that's not marriage. Marriage is the exact opposite. It's to be like Hashem. And what does that mean?
Giving.
The beginning of what Sot Chaim and Etz Chaim says, Hashem created this world lahativ, to give and to do good to His creations. Problem is, people don't want to do that.
People want to
So they're not married. They're not married. They're friends with benefits. Quote unquote, most probably not friends, and maybe a little bit benefit. That's not called marriage. Okay. I hope I summed it up very fast and very short to the point. There's a lot to expand on this topic, but I don't want to get into it because first of all, you're not married, and second of all, you first find someone that you can deal with.
Baruch Hashem, see.
Okay.
What's your help?
My Rabbi say, I don't marry the woman you'll marry. You'll marry her. I don't need to help you. You need to help yourself. It's very simple.
And when you can help
Everyone knows
yourself,
how
you
to
can help
point on the rabbi or the rabbanit and not understand that they have to do themselves the footwork.
Rabbi knows what's best for me. That's not true.
You don't listen regardless.
That's not true.
That's crazy.
That's
Can I prove it to you?
Please do.
Before we started, what I say, what did we say? We said go out, get married. You said, I'm not ready yet. Right? You give me home Megillah. If you do this first, if you do that, it's all shit. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. All this kind of nonsense. The person just has to say to himself, I want to be serious. I know what I want, and let's go weiter.
You gotta be serious.
Okay, so we're not getting into it right now.
Yeah, but what if someone...
Purim! Shh! Purim. I know you're from Lakewood. I know. But I know the Lakewood guys watch. And hello to Lakewood. Ir HaTorah with big parentheses there. I'm not gonna say what it is really, which ear it really is, but it doesn't make a difference if you live in Uganda or you live in Lakewood. If you don't want to be someone that wants to be kashur to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, means connected and attached, you can live in the house of the greatest Rebbe in Rosh Yeshiva in the world. Nothing will make a difference. All depends on you and your footwork, right? So you can work in the greatest cash advance office, right? But if you don't pick up the phone and start making phone calls and doing, what's gonna happen? Nothing. See, that you can relate to because you're in that right now. Okay, Purim. Two questions I want to address. Number one, how come Purim always falls in the time of when we talk about the Mishkan?
Because they have similarities.
What similarities?
Because of
Do you
Darius,
know or no?
Not really.
So then why are you answering?
After.
I guess.
Okay.
Then he helped build the Mishkan. I mean, Beit HaMikdash after.
Mordechai didn't help build the Mishkan.
I know Mordechai's great nephew. You want to say?
His son, which is Koresh.
It wasn't Darius, Esther's son.
It is, and that was his father. Because we hold that Esther HaMalka sent a doppelganger to Ahasuerus. So she really was never pregnant with her. She never really slept with him. But we're not getting into that right now.
Whoa! I want to know this. What?
Don't worry. To make a doppelganger of you will be pretty difficult. To be honest with you. So we're not gonna get into that right now, right? Shit, please.
Sorry.
Okay, my rabbi son. Sorry. You made me, Be careful. Today I'm gonna be have a happy mood, so
Be careful.
be careful. Okay. That's the first question. The second question is that I wanted to ask: what's special about Mordechai and Haman?
Big difference. Two different people.
We have to understand the concept of reincarnation. If I hear a peep or something, a disturbance, I'm not going to continue this topic. I'm going to go to a different topic. I want you to understand something. We're here in this world to do something. And if we don't do it, we're coming back. But a lot of times, a person can say to himself, I can't finish everything now in this reincarnation. It's impossible, which is not true.
You could.
What's the proof we could? David HaMelech finished it on reincarnation.
Not a comparison.
It is a comparison.
Okay.
What was the difference between David HaMelech and you? Were you accused to be a bastard child?
No.
Were you forced and almost killed by and hated by your whole family? No, you are not. You are not. Did your wife, you're not married yet, betray you? Did your son betray you? Did your father-in-law hate you and run after you? There's just one difference. He was ready to mevatel himself to the will of God, and you're not.
Oh, just different times, really. They were way more close to creation.
What was
You could
different?
read things, you could
Because
see
they
things.
you couldn't see anything, couldn't do
You saw
anything.
how the spider, you said, oh, why the spider? Hashem answers this question like this.
So why? You're proving my point. Why?
Because that made a melech.
No,
It's king.
because anything that came to him, he decided to turn to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and not to turn to something else.
You had a hard life.
When you when you have a certain situation, you don't turn to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Who do you turn to? Kochi ve'otzem yadi. Myself, you turn
It's
to.
not true.
So why are you complaining regarding work, business, and everything?
Not complaining.
Yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. You're lying to yourself. This is exactly what something David HaMelech wouldn't do.
I haven't been complaining lately.
Late.
I worked on myself.
Baruch Hashem, you're working as a midot. But if you let me give my shoe, you'll hear the answer. Again,
Yes,
you're
sir.
disturbing me because you think this is an A and B situation with your
Sorry.
red kippah. So, we have to understand the concept of Gilgulim reincarnations, which is, we all come, well, first of all, this is not our first time here.
It's our fourth, no?
We're here many times. And
You have 3, no?
we don't have 3, we have more than 3. Whoever told you that doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sorry.
Anyone that says we're only in this world 4 times has to go fly a kite.
Oh.
So how many times are it?
Many times.
I heard you can come back as a leaf.
Hundreds of times.
You can come back as a leaf or rock.
Correct.
What does that even mean?
What does that mean? If you did certain sins that require your certain part of your neshama to go through certain rectifications, then if the rectification is to come back as a
So a leaf? What is it? Well, what do you have to do in this world to come back as a leaf? How does that, what's the hijbon of that? I know we can never...
Did you ever... Don't answer.
Okay.
If someone sleeps with a goya, he has to come back as a dog. Don't answer. Someone that watches immorality, P-U-R-N, has to come back as a bird. It's not a hawk. There's another bird to it that can, from hundreds of feet in the air, can see a small mouse running.
Eagle.
No, there's another bird.
What's the thing behind that?
Because the same way how his eyes can see from so far, so too your eyes have to be pure.
Can you do tshuva for all this
You
stuff?
can do tshuva, you can do tikkunim, and so on and so forth. Rav Nachman and Rasul says, I think in Torah Lamed, that a person that fasts, but he still sins, it's like a person gathering gold and has holes in the bag. What's the point? What are you fixing? Of course, we don't hold the yeshiva that we went through to learn Torah Ta'ari. It doesn't hold it necessarily that way. Any tikkun you can do, but a person has to not lie to himself.
What are tikkunim?
Now,
What kind of tikkun?
someone that comes back as a rock, or as a domem,
Yeah, that.
or a tzomeach, or a leaf, or a tree, or a plant. People that steal, cash advance. Stealing. You think cash advance is so clean?
No.
You know how many?
Just take the shots right now.
You know how many fees they take, which are considered gneva gemura? You know how many offices I know they lie to the people they give the money to, and they pocket a certain percentage of? It's pure gneva, pure stealing. Don't answer. Don't. And people think no one knows. You know who knows? The rabbis know, unfortunately. Or don't call me a rabbi.
You're a rabbi.
A thug. I think of myself like I'm a regular human being. Fortunately, I have a lot of connections to a lot of people. Maybe I do have smicha, but I also have a smicha. The smicha means a bed sheet. I also have that. But okay, I know the business because I'm well educated on many different fields. People that gamble, they'll flip the coin, price watch, right? Let's say this watch. Those people online, they're good people, don't get me wrong. I like them, I like watching them sometimes. Make a deal, 6,000, 5,500, we'll flip a coin. I'll do that, Yalacha.
If you actually don't know.
I do know.
What do you mean you don't know?
So when it flips, you don't know what's gonna go.
Of course you don't know.
Yeah.
It's called gambling.
Very
It's like rolling dice.
Okay.
Now, like me and my boss, like gamble between each other, but we
No.
we
No.
don't care.
No.
Like,
No.
what's the issue?
No.
But what's the issue?
No.
The issue is you don't want to give it
The
to him.
Gemara says everyone, as soon as a dollar leaves his pocket, he doesn't want to get rid of it.
I do. How about if you do?
Then you're under
Yeah,
the
you're
ger of a
lying.
shoteh.
And
You might not even be chayav
No,
mitzvot.
not that you don't want to. I don't.
Rabbi, you're lying.
Listen, you always accuse people and you don't give them out. I didn't do that.
You guys are recorded,
Yeah,
guys.
that's
Remember?
true.
If we want to be
I'm gonna
honest,
say, let's say you
video.
gamble, but if you give,
No
if you
lies.
lose, you go, okay, I lost. Like, you don't have it if you don't care.
No, you man it up, but
Yeah.
No, not even matter. You just don't care.
you want to know why you want to know why you care? Then why don't you give that money to tzedakah?
Just for free.
Yeah, but you give to the
I ask you a question. No, I don't ask you what you give. That money that you're gambling, give it to tzedakah.
And I'm ready to give tzedakah.
What?
If you already give my share tzedakah, I'm saying this should be on the side.
There's never enough. You're already breathing now. Why do you have to breathe when
Yeah,
you're
you're saying
90?
if I want to buy an expensive car, why don't you just give all that money to the
Yeah, I'm here, 100%.
You can say that.
Yeah,
If you
same
wanna
thing.
buy
Same
a
thing. Yeah.
mansion, why don't you
Yes,
give it to
yes,
You
yes,
already do.
yes,
You're wrong.
yes.
I'm not wrong.
You don't want it. So then why do you do the gamble? You do it because deep down you
fun.
really want to win. It's not fun. It's
yeah.
not
It's
fun.
the win.
But
Well, you know what's more fun? Seeing a family that's in need and you slip an envelope under their door and they don't know where it comes from, and from far you see that smile. That's more fun than to give it to your boss as a millionaire.
But let's say somebody's worth. You're right,
How
right?
do you know who needs the money?
Don't worry, come to me. I'll tell you. I'll go with you to the person's house and slip it under the
Right,
envelope,
let's say very
under the door. I know many people that are poor. They look so rich. Tamir Chamim also.
Rabbi, let's say somewhere, Rabbi.
Okay, so we'll do it.
Rabbi,
Come, eh?
Rabbi, 100% right. But let's say somebody.
No, now let's say.
No,
I'm not gonna get to my
No,
shoe
not
today.
let's say.
I
No,
love
quick, 30 seconds. Not even. If somebody's, let's say, worth 10 to 15, 20 million, whatever, right?
10 seconds.
$20 million worth, and he's gambling was like $50, $100.
20 seconds. The
Well,
Gemara
let's
in Masechet Baba Metzia. I was doing Chazar with my son. A man that has money in his wallet, or in his crypto, or in his bank account, he's always acquainted to look at it.
It's true.
Always.
I know someone literally in
You
crypto.
want to know why?
It's true.
You want to know why? How does the Gemara say? If someone finds money, can he keep it or not? The Gemara says you can keep it.
Yeah.
Why? Because know that the guy already made a diush. Why?
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't see it,
Yeah.
he's gonna right away he's gonna be mafkir,
Okay.
right? There's different deeds, simanim, no simanim, whatever the case is, right? So the Gemara says, how do we know that? So the Gemara paskins that a person is, when he has money in his pocket, he's always used to checking his pocket. Ah, I have it. So know that for sure he saw it and he was already me'ayish from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When a person has money, he always wants more money.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's another dollar.
It's true.
That's my answer to you.
But I heard it. But I heard if you do between non-Jews, you could. Between Jews is also that. That's what I heard. Between non-Jews, it's.
You shouldn't gamble with a goy. You can take interest from a goy, but you not could. It's a mitzvah to take interest from a goy.
Mitzvah.
It's a mitzvah to take
No.
interest from a goy. You should never take interest. I just found out today, someone that has a credit card from Goldman Sachs, he's not allowed to use that credit card. Because over there are 2 or 3 CEOs that are Jews, and when you do the Dean, also Apple Bank, when you use their credit card, you might be going over the Isra of Ribit, unless you call them up specifically and say, I want to sign a Heteriska. So I'm happy this came up because I said in the shiur, if someone can cut this clip and send it out to everyone, anyone that has a credit card from Goldman Sachs or from Apple Bank, and he uses it, he might be going over Isur of Ribit. Very important. You have to call the bank and they know what it is. They'll send you paperwork in order for you to sign a Heteriska.
Maybe you know somebody does
Very, very, very important. And why I'm saying it's important? Because I just applied for Golden because I wanted to pick up my credit usage amount. I'm not gonna use it after I found out. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna have it. It's still gonna close me. But I'm not gonna use it. Why? Because unless I use it right away and pay it right away. Because I don't want to be over that isur. And also when I was gonna buy an apartment in Eretz Yisrael, that helped me back because I didn't want to pay Heteriska. Why? I don't want to be under that category of having that I never took interest from a Jew. Hashem should help me. I should never take interest from a Jew.
Is there mazal if you do?
You going over? You have no olam haba. You're not gonna get up after 120.
No, I'm saying even the person who takes it.
Yeah, the one who takes. Oh, the one who takes
What,
them.
so who
Yeah,
handles?
both are chayiv.
What,
to
for
They're
the same-
both in chayiv.
to the same level.
They're both chayiv. Yeah.
Why?
Wait, someone
Should we
can get
more
up to
more
300.
punishment on the person who actually gives it?
The one who gives it and takes it is both chayiv. You're not allowed.
So do you know somebody who does heteriscus?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll send you my email, and then I'll email you a whole heter iska paperwork. Even when I had students in cash events, when I asked the Dayan, he said, anyone that sounds like a Jew, when they give you a whole thing, don't call them.
Yeah, don't.
Don't call them. You're not obligated to ask if you're a Jew, but if you see a guy in his last name, it says Wasserman. It's most probably a Jew. Or you see Klein. Or you see, I don't know, Candino. It's a Jew. You know what I'm talking about?
Candino, if you think money.
Yeah.
Rabbi, let me ask you.
Money like who?
Rabbi, if you have a client, right, and you find out he's Jewish, now, is it also, if you don't fund him, somebody else funds him, but you get a commission off that? So you're not giving him money, you just collect
So I spoke to a Dayan about this, because this also, the truth is, this also goes with mortgage brokers, and this goes with a lot of things, and he didn't give me 100% answer, so I can't answer you.
Because you could say it as a service for getting you to where you need to.
Yeah, so you know what it sounds? I was looking into, someone asked me to look into the halachas in Dubai. You know how that Muslims also can do, they call it riba. It's called ribit, right? They take everything from us, these goyim. Interest, right? So when I was looking into the laws, someone told me they may not charge you interest, but on the service fees, they clap you.
And they clap you on the same amount that the interest are.
Exactly. So they'll charge you on the fees, couple of grand, 100 grands.
And it comes out the same.
Instead of saying it's interest on the loan, your loan's the same, but this is the fee. So you know how it is that
But it adjusts too, their fees adjust if the market
yeah,
interest rates.
exactly. So you know how it goes, everyone knows this game. I can't answer you. Because when I was going through the halachot with a certain Dayan, I don't know. I will follow up because I need to follow up regarding a case that someone asked me. I'm a very straightforward person. If I don't know, I'm not ashamed to say I don't know. I'm actually very happy to say I don't know. I don't know. I'll do research and then I'll know. But I don't know. Good?
Also,
No.
Well, it's actually
No.
for the
Because you're being selfish now.
Yeah.
You're not letting me
You
give
guys
my
enjoy
shiur.
it.
You have a basketball game in 15 minutes.
Well, you guys are going actually? I'm saying.
Of course,
Oh,
his
why-
uncle's
why-
playing. How could he not want to go?
Oh.
Why?
His uncles are playing.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to give my shiur. I didn't even start my
Sorry.
shiur.
I know, yo.
Sorry.
Okay, just ask the question.
We said Haman and Mordechai.
For the head to risk, is there a certain amount of percentage you can't go over? Because again, head to risk is as an investment.
There is halacha and Rambam how much you can go over on products. I don't know about money lending. But of course there is a market. First let me explain to you. Do you know how cash advance works?
No.
You really don't?
I do, obviously. Really.
When someone asks for a 55% loan or
Yeah.
45, what are they actually saying?
I'm broke.
They need money. And they need
What is
it
the company? Legally, how much is a percentage of a loan you can give the highest?
now. Legally?
Legally. 10?
18, not even.
14, 15.
Yeah.
How do they allow 55, 41, 35,
Because
whatever?
they cover it up by saying we're purchasing your receivables, but really it's like a loan. But they cover it up and say, hey, listen,
They say what?
we're purchasing your receivables.
What do they actually say? We're going into business. We're partners. That's why when someone defaults, what happens? People don't know this. I don't know if I should publicize it. If someone defaults, what happens? You can't do really nothing. Zero. A guy can borrow from you millions of dollars. You can't do anything. You can take him to court, civil court. You can do that. How much you gonna get? If the guy goes on bankruptcy, what are you gonna get?
Nothing.
Zero. Does not make a difference. Why? Because you can say it wasn't a loan. What was it?
Partnership.
It was an investment. It was a partnership. Okay, they'll blacklist you on every single thing. You'll never be able to get a loan until they'll find someone and say, let's take a chance on him. Which I know people did that too. So there are laws. People unfortunately people are uneducated. There are laws on everything. I know people that are defaulting left and right. Unfortunately, they're Ganavim, they're pure Ganavim, they're stealers. Person has to be Hacham Lev. That's why I always say, it's always good to be the broker.
Yeah, not your money.
It's not your money, you get your points, your percentage, and you call it a day.
High risk, high reward though. If you fund, you get money.
Sure.
If it doesn't pay out, you don't get money as a broker.
I learned something in life. I'm a bit older than you. I like to sleep. You know what that means?
Hybrid?
No, I like to sleep means I'd rather play with his money than my own money. When people are too hungry, they become too greedy. I'm not gonna get into it right now. It's all a mental game. And this is where we're gonna go back to what I was saying, reincarnations, right? Did you do Saturday night or you didn't do it at the end?
Saturday night? Yeah. No, not this Saturday, but yeah, I'll talk to you about it.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay.
$500,000 deal.
$500,000, this is your life deal, it's not $500,000.
$250
Okay.
deal.
Okay, so everybody said.
We know.
So, Mordechai. You know, every time not every time, whenever the Megillah,
We know.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ship you back to Lakewood. Trust. I promise you. I have someone going in 10 minutes, I'll ship you
Is
back.
that a plane?
You actually need right back.
Cargo plane?
Now, when the Torah wanted to... Okay, wait, before that. We were talking about reincarnations, how people have certain... certain jobs and so on and so forth. The funny thing is, people think when they come back as reincarnation, they come back as someone totally different. Most of the time, you come back into your same family,
You have to come back as an animal.
to your same shchuna area. It's only when you reach certain levels do you like branch out to a totally different zone. For example, Mordechai Habinyami.
Benjamin?
Yeah,
Not
Binyamin, right?
Benjamin, right? Benjamin.
Yami. What does the Megillah say? You know what Megillah Esther says? How does it introduce Mordechai? Shh. How does it introduce Mordechai? Do you know?
How?
Ish Yehudi haya b'Shushan HaBirah. There was a Jewish man in Shushan HaBirah, Ushmo, and his name Mordechai, ben Yair, ben Shim'i, ben Kish, Ish Yemini. Why was he Yemini? Because he came from the tribe of
Yemen.
Binyamin. Binyamin, they were called Yeminis.
So you're saying Yemen?
Yemenis. Right?
So yeah, when I do
No, you're getting confused. I don't know why.
some guys on.
They're called Yeminis. Why are we called Yehudim? Because we are considered Yehud from Yehuda. After the Galut, since we don't know what tribe we are, we're considered as Yehuda. Even though the truth is, the Bukharians were never called Yehudim, they were called Jehud. Right?
Which is
It means Jew. It doesn't mean from Yehuda, which is Yehudi. Right? Which we're not going to get into that right
No,
now.
I want to know.
No, it's not important right now.
Oh, can you stop
It's
holding
not
the
important.
class?
It's not important right
No,
now.
bro. Try to listen.
Who did the spark of Binyamin have? Shaul HaMelech, his great grandfather. And Haman Rasha, whose spark did he have?
I'm
No,
like,
you're saying who's a
Mordechai.
Mordechai. is a-
Mordechai. What
Yeah,
did I say?
Benjamin.
I'm sorry. Mordechai, whose spark did he have?
Shaul?
Shaul HaMelech. And who did Haman have?
Amalek.
No.
Who's the spark? Who's the natural?
Agag.
What the heck?
Agag, because you don't learn Tanakh. Agag was the king of the Amalekites. Shaul Amalek got a prophecy from HaKadosh Baruch Hu to go wipe out all the Amalekites.
And the animals and
Kill out everything. Burn down everything. Shaul Amalek made a crucial mistake.
Left the king on.
He said, "These are good. This is good animals. Let me leave the animals. Let me leave the gold, silver. Let me leave it. Why should I burn it?" He got punished very dearly for that.
he was from Joseph, right?
I just said he's from Binyamin.
Ellie, why? Mom, she's mad at me.
And what happened?
I think you were saying my name.
Those animals, the Amalekites were very big kishufs. They were very big in magic, which we still do have nowadays. Whoever thinks we don't have, they live in a fantasy
The
land.
Bukharis do it.
Okay.
Can you please stop asking questions? Please, I beg you guys. The shiur is recorded. It gets interrupted every 30 seconds.
That's Judaism.
It's so much.
Again, like the whole.
Stop!
Come on.
What number are we? I have to tell them to.
31.
I have to tell them to cut that out.
You actually do
So he kept the animals, and the Amalekim were very big into witchcraft. The women turned themselves into sheep.
Come on, Rabbi.
That's so funny.
They turned themselves into sheep, and that night when they took everyone and they took Agag went. They locked him up in the barn with all the animals, and all those women that turned into sheep. He karochi.
Naive.
He bishtia.
Nah.
Yeah.
He did whatever he did.
Disgusting.
He got them pregnant. What do you say?
Nah, Rabbi, come on. That's
I will beat you up in front of this camera. If you ever say my Torah is a
Are
joke,
you saying it's disgusting?
Yeah, you guys are like little kids.
they
You guys
turned
stop.
into
I mean,
humans.
you
They
know
did what they did with Agag,
Right.
and then when they killed Agag, they didn't realize that they left a lot of women alive.
Well, wait, let me ask you a question. They knew they were women, or they just...
They didn't know.
Wait.
They turned themselves into a sheep.
I know, but then he actually...
Yeah, no, he knew.
Bestiality,
Yes.
what you said.
He knew.
Yeah, he
because
knew.
he knew what his people were into, and who came back as Agag? Haman.
That's crazy. Wow.
So what did Mordechai have to do? He had to finish the
Of
job,
the reincarnation, as you said.
and he had to destroy Agag.
That's
and
crazy.
then-
That's
crazy.
crazy. See, remember, that's. I didn't think of that.
Shaul didn't know that they could do this.
If he knew or not, I don't know, but he did it anyways. This is what we have to learn. Everything in this world, everything in this world is a galgal. It's a circle.
It's a loop.
And the last reincarnation, we knew each other.
You and my Rebbe? How's it work?
Maybe it was opposite. Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah.
But we all we knew each other. We spoke.
I was
We were connected, and so on. You were definitely better than the now. And
This is get better.
and you're laughing. And you're laughing.
Everything's better.
This is get better than Ellie,
You understand? So you come to this understanding that, wow, this world is really not a joke. But here's the main thing. Why did I have to say the names when Mordechai and Megillah? Why did I have to say them?
What's the name?
And this is the key.
What do you mean? Wait,
This is the key. I'm gonna finish with this. I wanted to expand so much on this, but unfortunately, due to all the comedy and all the schokim, so the truth is why I like my shiur, because when people come, they feel comfortable. They talk, they say shtuyot, even though sometimes it disturbs the shiur. Even Lakewood's gonna hear this now, and Kew Hills and Brooklyn and Williamsburg, everyone's gonna listen, but it's okay. We are nothing without Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. And that's why in our davening, when we start davening Shmoneh Esrei, which is the key point of our davening, we start with who? Right away, the first thing, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu v'Elokei Avoteinu, the God of our fathers, Avraham, Isaac, Yaakov. It is so crucial, it is so vital to always remember that we come from a 3-column system, a 3-pillared system of giants. Avraham, Isaac, Yaakov weren't. They weren't nobodies. They are the elite. They are the great of the great. They are everything. And the Chida says when someone gets in bad trouble, what should he say? Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzhak Yaakov, Azreini, help me in my troubles. And he says right away you'll get answered. Because when you come with that kind of, and this is so important, there's so much really to expand on these topics. Unfortunately, we don't have the time, but
Why?
Tefillah, prayer is so, because he has to go to his game in 1 minute. Tefillah is so important, is so vital that when Moshe Rabbeinu, when we're gonna read the erasing of Amalek, what do we see in that parasha? Moshe Rabbeinu picked up his hands. What was he doing? What was he doing when he was picking up his hands?
Praying.
He was davening.
Yeah.
When Yoshua and Aaron were picking up his hands because they were getting a little heavy when the Jews were fighting Amalek, what was he doing? He was davening, he was praying, he was picking up his hands to Shamayim. And that's why a person that wears Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam, it's a very big machloket. What do you put first? Do you put the Rabbeinu Tam or do you put the Rashi? Or do you put Rashi or then the Rabbeinu Tam? Which one goes first, right? So a lot of people say you have to first put the Rashi, first you have to put the Rabbeinu Tam, and then you have to put the Rashi. Some people say no, you have to put the Rashi and the Rabbeinu Tam. Whatever the case is, and the answer is really, I'm not getting to each one to their own Rebbe because there's both sides to everything. But what's really tefillah? Tefillah is when you look in Shamayim, you look in the heavens and you look up. Look up, Lamarom. And the Gdula has to go up. It's all tefillah. This whole world is prayer. This whole world is prayer. It's all prayer. And prayer can take you out of anything. Something very puzzling happened to me. Something very puzzling happened to me recently. And only tefillah saves me. It was the fact that I didn't give up. I spoke to my Rebbeim and I got chizuk and my wife, tremendous koach. And through tefillah, it was like a therapy. It was like, it was unbelievable. And only tefillah can do that to us. It's so... We take it so lightly that we daven 3 times a day. It's so sad. I look at these youngsters and I look at even these older people and I feel bad for them because they can change your whole life through davening. You can make someone that hates you love you through davening. You can change your shalom bayit through davening. You can change your parnasah through davening. You can do everything just through davening. And we take it so light because we don't believe in it. We make jokes out of it because we don't believe in it. And it's so sad. I have to finish the shiur now, but Purim is all about davening and taking upon ourselves Ol Malchut Shamayim. And that's why we really have Purim. We have Purim to make Kabbalah Torah Shabal Peh all over again. Because we didn't accept it with love. We accepted it with force, and in Purim we accepted it with love. And through Tefillah, it comes a combination of pure submission to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. People that have problems, how you said, with Shalom Bayit, with going out, with Parnasa, with their weight, with their anything, if you just daven, you can solve all those issues.
Not really.
Just do something about it.
You know what?
I can't get big by davening. I can't lose weight by davening.
Yes, you can.
I have to put my own effort.
Through your davening, you're gonna get a koach. You're wrong. Your davening is gonna cause you to have a koach.
You think the strength?
It's gonna give you the power and motivation. A person's real hishtadlut has to be through tefillah. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not in that level because they think everything has to be kochi v'otzem yadi. We can win this Gaza war today, right now.
Let's do it.
If all the Jews would just daven to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's all they need to do. Otherwise, hopefully next week we'll expand more on these details. And any questions?
Yes.
What's the question?
He's not slow doing it.
No.
No.
I'm trying to remember.
How do we daven? How do we do tefillah?
Yo, you know how to stop.
You can go. If you need to go, you can go.
Good job, let's go.
Please. You guys have to wait for me.
How to daven, I'm not going to get into. It's very long.
So can we make a
Questions? Okay, Rabbi say.
No.
Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen.